afternoon, my name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings 3 days a week called The Done Creative Live, and the link for that channel is in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what you can expect for the month of June 2021. We're at the halfway point. I cannot believe it that 2021 is already halfway over, or at least maybe by the end of this month of June we'll be halfway over. Does that just not freak anyone else out that this year has just gone by so fast? If you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3, and if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you and your situation and leave the rest behind. You can get a much more detailed and tailored to you reading through emailing me for a private reading at amanda@donephotodesign.com. I will put it right here so you know where to go to find me for information on that. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what is ahead for you in the month of June 2021. And as always with my monthly pick a card readings, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot and then get additional guidance from the oracle cards. Alright, this is a little bit asymmetrical, but that's because you had 2 cards come out for your outcome, but we will get into that as we go through this. So, group 1, for the overall energy for the month, or underlying energy for the month of June 2021, you have the 8 of Pentacles here. And this is a card all about continuing to put in that hard work, really putting your nose to the grindstone and really putting in the effort. And just with the overall energy of what I'm seeing here, this is effort just in your personal life, in your personal development, in your personal growth, your spiritual growth. This is really transformational energy this month for you because you have so many major arcana. This is huge that over half of your, or almost half of your cards are major arcana energies. So let's get into what this means. The underlying energy is that you're still putting in work and effort in all of these instances here. So for that energy you're bringing in from the past months, May, April, maybe even as far back as March, we've got the High Priestess here. And this is letting me know that you guys really have stepped it up spiritually, or have at the very least been reading more about spirituality, watching a lot of pick a cards, just wanting to really dive into who you are on a more soul level rather than just the 3D or mundane level. And this is also a card about illusion, seeing through illusion. So some of you may have come to see the truth of something, or just kind of what's hidden beneath the surface. You've really come to realize a truth about yourself, about reality, about the world, about others. There's been some truth unveiled for you guys that you just can't go back to your old way of thinking. This could be you have examined some limiting belief systems that you are now no longer struggling through, that you are realizing you are a soul having this beautiful human experience, and there's no reason to beat yourself up for those human-like qualities you have about yourself. And you're bringing this energy into this month as well. It's just going to continue to go because we've also got the Empress card here, which is, to me, the High Priestess is more that divine feminine and embodying those spiritual qualities. And the Empress is all about embodying that divine feminine in the more material world, or the 3D world. So you're really taking your spirituality and all of this stuff you've uncovered about yourself to the streets. And again, whether you're male or female, this is talking about divine feminine energy. So take that as it resonates. But with this Empress card, this month, this is the current month. This is right now, the month of June 2021. So this Empress, you are feeling nurtured, and you are very nurturing to other people in your life. The Empress loves to, she's like that Queen of Pentacles, like on steroids, if you ask me. She's just really connected to the earth, connected to her body. In most depictions, she's pregnant, and it's kind of hard to tell here, maybe earlier stages of pregnancy. but there's some fertility going on here. And again, you don't have to take that literally if that's not your situation or what you want to have happen. This is just very fertile soil that you are operating in this month to create abundance in your life, to really put a stable foundation down, to create something in your life that is going to really serve you long term. This could be you putting in a garden or tending to a garden, tending to a project and really seeing it through, because remember that underlying energy is this Eight of Pentacles where you're still putting in the work, still putting in the effort, and it pays off in beautiful ways. Because here we've got around her crown chakra, I don't know if it's easy for you to see on the card here, but she's got all these stars around her, and I'm not reading it like in the old cartoons when there were stars, like you're like dizzy or get knocked out and you get stars. To me, this is you really embodying this high priestess. That crown chakra is wide open, and not only is that crown chakra wide open, but that root chakra is grounding itself into the earth. So getting out in nature, working in a garden, working with natural things such as crystals, plants, the earth elementals, the sky elementals, the water elementals, whatever it is you're working with, you are really connected to this earth. And it's beautiful for those of you, especially who haven't had a chance to really get out in nature. This is going to be your month to be able to do that. So for the future conditions, kind of the end of June going into July, maybe even as far out as August, we're picking up energies of the Hermit here. And there are a couple of animals here. We've got a snake, there's some healing going on. We've got the main Hermit here, which is a moose, and then we've got some sort of falcon or bird of prey, it reminds me of here on the shoulder. And a lamp, a light, a lantern in the dark. So you really are going within. Even if you're out in nature, it's like you're getting out in nature as kind of a retreat or a respite to really connect to yourself. Again, the Hermit and the High Priestess are major spiritual vibes going on here. So you may be taking a really good self-help book or spiritual book or a tarot book, learning about divination, learning about the secrets of the world, learning about yourself. However it resonates, could be one or all of the above. And you're taking that book out in nature and just sitting under a beautiful tree or in a hammock and just connecting to yourself while also connecting to the earth. It's such a just natural month for you. This is very natural and forward moving, that forward momentum you're bringing into every instance. And for many of you, this is taking you through those summer, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, winter months. You're just wanting to go within. Not to say you're not going to get out and about and hang out with people and everything, but your kind of default mode of operation is kind of a more hermit, more quiet energy. So for your best path to follow this month, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is all about balancing those scales of justice that you see in the Justice card. And this person here is paying it forward. This person wants to give of themselves energetically, monetarily, just however it resonates. But you're also receiving something back. Everything you give to someone, you're receiving back tenfold is what I'm hearing. So your best path to follow is to be generous. But again, being generous, but not at the detriment of your own, inner quiet or that hermit solitude that you're kind of exuding this month. If you really have this desperate feeling or need to go within and heal and dive into your shadow or do some research or learn about something, but your friends are like, hey, come hang out with us, really check in with that intuition with this High Priestess here and make sure that hanging out would be a better idea than going within. If it's not, then don't be afraid to say no. Do what you know is best and right for you in every moment by checking in with your intuition. That will be your best path to follow. So for your wish coming true this month, you've got the Tower. Oh no, the scary Tower. Do not be afraid. This is something you are bringing the walls down of yourself. You are the one in charge of that detonator to implode that tower. Yes, this is a very creepy depiction. We've got that Three of Swords kind of energy going through the chest here. But to me, this is really saying, especially those of you who've had some sort of heartbreak, whether you had your heart broken in a relationship, in life in general, just realizing the truth of some illusion that was broken for you in the past, that truth that has now come to light is actually going to be that detonator that is destroying what you once thought, the lies, the illusions of what you once thought were the case. And you're seeing the truth of something. Yes, the truth might hurt for a little while, but the beautiful gift you're getting, or the wish coming true for you as a result, is you're going to be able to heal from this heartbreak that you have gone through in the past. Even if these are wounds from past lives, or your early childhood that are coming up to be dealt with and healed and released. It doesn't matter, because again, time is an illusion. Everything is happening now. Everything that has ever happened has happened right now, in a now moment. Of course, we view those now moments as past moments or future moments or present moments, depending where we're at. But in the grand scheme of creation, everything is happening right now. So you have access to go back and heal, or to go forward and plan, or to be in the present moment and just be. This is the beautiful gift you're getting, is anything that's not serving your highest good is being highlighted. And like, I'm just seeing like, again, an old cartoon where, you know, you hit the thumb with a hammer when you're trying to build something and the thumb's red and like pulsing. This is going to show you with this month, the wish coming true for you is everything that's not serving your highest good is going to look like that red thumb that's pulsing. It's like it can't hide anymore. Everything that's not meant for you will come up to be dealt with, healed, released, whatever the case may be. So yes, maybe some of June will be a little bit uncomfortable, because this energy that's pouring into the planet and the solar eclipse we are having this month, this is really highlighting the things in our lives that are no longer serving us, so that we can either be done with them or transform them into something that will serve us better. You know, it's going to be different and resonate for each of you differently, but this is really putting that highlight on the things that aren't best for you, so that you can transmute them, alchemize them, shift them, release them, whatever the case may be. So what a beautiful gift to get, is all of those red flags are being put down in all the places in your life that just, the things, the people, the situations that aren't serving your highest good. Not to say you had to be done and release all that stuff and totally bring all those walls down, but if that resonates, then do that. But if not, just shifting or changing the way you operate in certain situations or relationships, that's really going to be highlighted for you to actually have better ways of operating in your life. What a gift. What a gift. So for the outcome, you had 2 cards fly out, so we will take them both. We've got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. And together, this is letting me know you are moving away from something that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. For many of you, this is some long buried wound from childhood, from early adulthood, from long ago, maybe even past life, that you are really feeling into that energy and saying, no more. I am rising above this. And when the 7 of Swords comes out, this is kind of knowing that you will win. You will be the victor here. But to me, it's almost like you don't have to fight. With this 8 of Cups, that's that walking away energy. You can choose one or the other. You can fight, try to stand your ground. I do see you being able to win at whatever this is, but it's like you're losing pieces of yourself by trying to fight or prove your point to someone that's just not hearing you. Because especially when someone's got their mind made up that this is the way it is, this is reality, this is what happened, no amount of you trying to explain your side of the story or your side of things is going to get them to see your point of view. So basically, because this card came out second, this is saying the better option for you would be just to walk away. The truth will be known. The truth will be known with this High Priestess energy you're still kind of coming in with. This person will eventually know the truth. So you don't have to fight so hard to let, or, you know, group of people, whatever resonates. And for some of you, this is just you being your true authentic self and letting that spirituality shine. Certain people in your life don't like that. Even those who love you and care for you and quote unquote want the best for you, when they see you shining your light and releasing those things that may have been comfortable to you, even though they're uncomfortable, they were comfortable because you knew them, but now you're rising above it, you're releasing it. That can be uncomfortable. You making beautiful changes in your own life to become your greatest version can threaten other people, even those in our lives that say they want the best for us and think they want the best for us. When they see us changing, it almost threatens them and makes them feel like, well, now I have to change, or, you know, how am I going to operate if you're no longer wanting to drink coffee and our weekly coffee date is now ruined? You know, stuff like that. It's like, even choices we make for the better, it can kind of force other people's hand in our lives. But any of you dealing with an emotionally draining or toxic relationship that you know intuitively is not going to serve you moving forward, I think this is going to be the month that you finally, you know, bite the bullet or just decide to walk away, and it will be for your highest good. But for those of you who've been struggling in a relationship or a friendship or whatever, and you know it's not meaning that you need to completely walk away from this person. Maybe you're just taking a break for a while, emotionally removing your energy from them so you can really feel out, what does this mean for me? What does this mean for them? And others of you are just wanting to shift maybe certain dynamics within the relationship that have become unhealthy, but you don't want to lose the relationship itself. Again, you can pertain this to relationship, situation, job, however it resonates, because again, this is general reading, general energies I'm picking up on. Okay, so now for your oracle cards. All right, so we're going to start right here in the middle with this For Agreement card. Realize the power of your word. Be impeccable with your word. Your word is the power that you have to create. It is a gift that comes directly from God. So the words you speak, the thoughts you think, these are all considered the word. The judgments you make against yourself or others, the victimhood that we put ourselves into. What we think, we will attract. What we say, they don't call it spelling for nothing. It's a spell we cast every time we speak. Every time we think, we're thinking those words in the language that we know. So we are casting spells. So be very mindful, be very present with what you're thinking, what you're saying, and asking yourself, is this true? Is this kind? And really feeling into what that is, because your words have power this month. They always do, but especially this month. Maybe there's something going on with this eclipse, this solar eclipse we're having this month, that is maybe happening in your third house or aspecting your third house or one of the houses of one of your prominent relationships. And you're transforming it though. It's really beautiful. So then we have this clean slate card. With one deep breath, you can start over. Take all the enlightenment you've earned and learned over your many lifetimes and release the rest. Reset, reboot, and approach your life with innocent wisdom and infinite possibilities. I love that this really lines up with what we were talking about with this hermit, this high priestess, just taking your power back, walking away from what's not serving you and cleaning that slate. I love it so much. So then we have the John Coltrane card. It says dynamic quality. I'm really seeing that you are really upping the quality of you showing up in your own life. That's what's really highlighted for me here. But it says here, take your solo, but give others their moment too. And I love that with this card and even that tower, hearing people out, possibly walking away or removing energy if that's the case. But speaking your own truth and give others their time to speak their truth as well. And if those truths don't align, that's okay. But if you follow your own truth, there are no false notes. I love that. I didn't even read that until just now. But yes, following your truth, speaking your truth, being your true authentic self, this is what is really going to get you through this month and lead you to what is meant for you, because you're done playing small, you're done pretending to be someone you're not, you're done just not fitting in the shoe of your life. I'm seeing the kind of stereotypical little old lady that's like, I'm a size 6, and she's sitting down with the shoehorn, and the lady is trying to put a size 6 on her with the shoehorn and really struggling because the lady's technically a size 8, but she thinks she's a 6, so she's trying to lie to herself to fit into this uncomfortable shoe because it means her foot looks smaller in a 6 than an 8. You're done with that. You're throwing the shoehorn away, you're throwing those size 6s away, and you are allowing yourself to fully embody that size 8 shoe. That is what I'm seeing here. But find beauty in the unexpected. So especially with this tower and all that heartbreak, you are really healing and feeling out and putting that detonator onto everything in your life that's just not serving you anymore. Maybe you're finding beauty in this beautiful chaos, because man, there could be a lot of chaos, there could be just a little chaos. You guys kind of run the gamut. So depending where you fall on this spectrum, you still allow yourself to find beauty in this destruction, in this chaos, in this unexpected. And I love that this card came out under it. 62 adds up to an 8, taking action, will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows, finding beauty in the unexpected. Yes, and those shadows that we were talking about, kind of those illusions of this high priestess. These illusions, these shadows are coming to light. So you will find those hidden treasures within and have a clean slate as a result of all this healing and walking away from what's no longer serving you. I love when this all just irons itself out. But as a result of this, you're taking action into this shadow, into the depths of who you are. And as a result, you are gaining abundance through that, because 8s are also a number of financial abundance, of material abundance, of energy abundance, but also Eights are like that infinity sign of the magician. So you are alchemizing and turning those shadows into light. It's gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Then we have the faith card here, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Again, especially when you are in the thick of these shadows that are being illuminated, find that light in the world, see that light in the world, be that light in the world, and see that light in others, especially when you're in kind of that conflict energy that we had underneath here with that Seven of Swords. Especially when you're in that, remember, these people you are dealing with, these situations, these struggles you are going through, maybe the other people involved are also in pain or hurt, and they're using that to speak out. Maybe he's not saying the nicest things, but you having this kind of higher perspective, stepping out of ego and just observing what's going on and having compassion and benevolence for those going through some ish, just like you. That will really help you not get hooked into the drama of what's going on in the world, what's going on in your relationships, what's going on in life. You can still be healing and working on yourself and allowing others to have space to do that without going in a downward spiral. You can heal and still be in charge of your healing without completely just becoming the pain. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, yes, surrender to the pain that you have going on, that others have going on, but don't become the pain. Just know you are in the, like, you are a leaf being tossed to the waves of the storm, not the pain itself, if that makes sense. So then we're ending it on a really beautiful note with the number 33. So you may be seeing a lot of 33, maybe a life path 33. The number 33 just might keep coming up in your awareness, but that is the number of ascended masters wanting to work with you and through you and let you know you are on the right track. 33s are all about creation and collaboration and also a mini completion. So again, it's kind of got that 9 energy. 3 times 3 is 9 here. So this is like you are completing something, but it's just the beginning of something else is what I'm seeing here. But on this card, Black Mulberry, we have the word wholeness. So as a result of you going through all of this transformation and this big solar eclipse we're having this month, you are bringing those walls down and coming more into alignment with who you are on a soul level, hence making you feel more complete in and of who you are. Even with all those wounds, even with all those faults or imperfections, you are stepping into this sense of wholeness. I love this so much. You will have to let me know below what you thought of this and share any comments or stories you would like about where you've been, where you think you're going this month of June, just whatever you want to share. We always love to read your comments, and I try to like and try to comment, but at least give you a little heart just to let you know that I've read your comment, and I appreciate your energy exchange. And thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, the Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings for you over there 3 days a week. So I will see you later. Bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out what's coming for you in June of 2021. And as always with my monthly pick a card readings, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards. So group 2, we are going to start right here in the middle with your underlying energy for the month of June 2021. And you have the Knight of Wands, and this is a pretty quick moving energy. This is inspiration that you are kind of taking that torch and running with it. It's hard to see maybe in the depiction here, but the torch isn't lit. It's like the crown chakra is lit. And we had a lot of crown chakra activity going on in group 1 as well. So maybe this is a collective theme for the month of June, but we do have a solar eclipse coming up this month that is going to be pretty transformational. And you can go ahead and look up when and where that will be. I don't know the exact date of that eclipse, but I think it might be somewhere around June 11th. But again, go look it up. I don't remember. And also where it's transiting in your chart, there could be some major, powerful, again, transformation going on in whatever house and sign and whatever planets are being aspected or in the same house or opposite of where this eclipse is transpiring. but there is this passion, this drive to move forward in a direction of a major goal for you. And it feels like you will have the support of your guides and angels with that crown chakra being open there and lit on fire. And you may even have a prominent fire sign in your life, a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is helping you or fueling this inspiration or kind of acting as a muse for you. It's really beautiful energy, but let's get further into this. So with the past energy coming in from May, April, maybe even as far back as March, we've got here the Ten of Swords. So the word overwhelm is kind of what's really coming to mind here. So maybe you've been just go, busy, overwhelmed, burned out, anxious, depressed, you know, all the things that go along with the Ten of Swords these past few months. But this is good that this is coming in and letting us know, yes, this is in your past, because this is in your past. This is in your past. You are not bringing this energy coming in. Although because this energy is still so fresh for you, you might keep checking back in like, oh no, am I overwhelmed? Is everything going crazy? Taking a nice time out, giving yourself a little bit of self-care, self-love, maybe taking yourself out on a date or a little staycation, mini spa day, or actually going to a spa. These would be, you know, because look, to me, I'm really getting the fact that if you remove those swords, she looks very relaxed. She's got like a kind of lotus-y looking thing going on her elbow here. So I'm just seeing now maybe someone had injured their elbow between March and May sometime, and they're going to some sort of therapy or really getting a handle on the pain or the injury or whatever it was that was going on with that elbow. Maybe even just dry, patchy elbows, because that can be a thing for many of us as well. But she looks very relaxed and like she's just here for a nice massage. So maybe treat yourself to a massage or some really therapeutic pampering is the word I'm seeing here. So for the current month, for the month of June 2021, current energy, current vibes, pairing that up with the Knight of Wands, you have the King of Cups. And he is just, I mean, his cup is literally overflowing here. There's all this stuff kind of, again, I don't know if you can see, kind of stuff peeking out of the water there, but he looks like he is on top of his game. He is not worried about a single thing. His eyes are even closed in contentment. So this for many of you will be a month of contentment, especially where your emotions are involved, because with this Ten of Swords, this is kind of mental yuckiness, just ego and just pain and depression, anxiety, all of that. But I think there was also an element of just emotional exhaustion, just emotionally over it, like almost like you're so tired that even your soul is tired. Like you're like, I'm just road weary and I've been rode hard, put away wet, and I just don't even know where to go from here. But this month, you will know. You are getting literally back on that horse, ready to charge into action with, those chakras aligned. That bit of pampering you've done is really going to go the extra mile for you to bring you into emotional fulfillment, where you are really tuned into your intuition. You're really connected, again, with that crown chakra on fire, connected to your spirit team, your guides, angels, and crossed over loved ones. Your own higher self are really close at hand. So anytime you have a question or a concern, you can ask your inner environment, your guides, angels, crossover loved ones for guidance, and they will be there to help you. I do feel this is you mostly, especially if you are a water sign or have a lot of prominent placements within the water houses of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But if this doesn't feel like your energy, like I'm on top of it this month, this could be someone coming in to help you, help release the burdens and overwhelm that you've been going through. And again, they could have water placements or prominent placements within water signs or water houses, which the water houses will be your 4th house, 8th house, 12th house, or again, the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So for your future conditions, this is the end of June going into July, maybe even as far out as August. We're kind of picking up on that resounding energy there. We've got the 5 of Wands, and I'm not really reading this as, because in the normal depiction of Rider-Waite, there are people with their wands all out and hitting each other's wands like, we're in competition, we're fighting, we're whatever. To me, these women feel very contemplative, very, okay, this is my side of the story, what is yours? And they're listening, they're open to suggestion. So this to me feels more like you're taking that competition and kind of creating more of a collaboration. It's like, especially with a group of like-minded people or people at your workplace, you're kind of coming to a common ground and trying to kind of either agree to disagree, or let's let bygones be bygones and move forward. It's a very mature approach to a Five of Wands. What I'm picking up with this White Newman Tarot depiction of Five of Wands, it's much more just a mature, and let's take the high road. Let's not, act from that place of pain or ego and knock each other down, but let's actually work together to come to some sort of solution. So you may be coming to some solution with people in your life, especially with this Knight of Wands. You're inspired to really level up the relationships in your life, with coworkers, with friends, with family, with significant other, with children, however it resonates. You are just ready to stop hiding your true emotions. You're ready to say, okay, when you say these things, it really hurts me. I know you probably don't mean to hurt me, but I'm just letting you know it's hurting me. And kind of finally starting to speak your truth to certain people. And you may come to find that these certain people in your life are not meaning to trigger that within you. And they're like, oh my gosh, I really did not mean it the way you're taking it. So I apologize. I'm so sorry. Let's see if we can move forward from here in a better way. That's what this really reminds me of, is speaking truth and getting the truth from others, and then saying, where do we go from here? It's beautiful though, because it's a meeting of the minds that instead of just acting on impulse and ego and fighting and in resistance, you're coming together to flow. You're flowing. Again, that water, that cup running over, that flowing over. Beautiful. So your best path to follow here is the Magician, major transformational energy with this major arcana here. So you are embodying this more magician energy. You are alchemizing and transforming those areas of your life that have been stagnant, overwhelming, underwhelming for some of you, that have just been blah. And you are taking the reins. Your best bet is to take action on your goals, on your dreams, on your desires, especially with this Knight of Wands as that underlying energy that you've got going on. You're passionate about something, and this guy looks like he's about ready to just take off running in the direction of his dreams. And as that Magician, this is reminding you, you can heal anything in your own life that is out of balance or that is ailing you, either emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. You are the healer, the ultimate healer in your life. So some of you may be looking into healing modalities, visiting an energy healing practitioner, or even a regular old doctor to really finally get to the bottom of an issue. Okay, so for your wish coming true this month, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and she is just completely in this really frozen state. She looks like she's about one tear away from death's door. But because this is in your wish coming true, you are coming out of this, especially these lack mentalities that you've been in, thinking you're not good enough, thinking there's no way you can be able to support yourself with the income that you have now. You're just really examining your limiting beliefs surrounding money, surrounding your own self-worth, surrounding just what's possible in the world, because again, the Magician is your best path to follow, and as a result of following that path, your wish coming true is you're alchemizing, you're transforming the lack mentality you have in your life, and realizing you've been playing small or allowing other people or even your own dang self to put yourself in a box, and there is no box. You're breaking out of that. You're letting it flow away from you so you can just be free is really what I see. Because as your outcome, wow, 10 of Cups, absolute emotional fulfillment. You're taking this King of Cups, taking your emotional well-being and health by the reins, and you are transforming with everything you're doing this month into something that is financially fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling. It's just, good times with friends, good times with family, happiness, joy, contentment is just really the overall that I'm really picking up. And it's inspired contentment, and some of you even are getting visitations, again, going back to spirit here, getting visitations from crossed over loved ones, or just this nod from the universe to let you know you're on the right track. Those of you who have lost someone very significant in your lives, this person wants you to know they are with you, they are inspiring you, they are checking in with you, they are proud of you, they love you. I think someone especially needed to hear that. All right, let's get some oracle cards on the board. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start right here with this for agreement card. Woo! What do we have here? So ask for what you want. Don't make assumptions. And I love that that's with this Five of Wands energy. Instead of assuming that this person's out to get you and then fighting them, you ask them, hey, what did you mean by that? Or when you said that, this hurt my feelings. And speaking up for how you feel, asking for what you want. But it says on the back, find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everybody has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Again, going back to that Five of Wands, going into the end of the month, you're going to have a time where you're going to be able to meet with someone, meet them in the middle, meet them halfway, and really, again, finally join hands and go on that road of life together from a more empowered state. So follow that guidance, follow it, and you will not be disappointed at all. Then we have here Imagination instead of imagination. It's kind of a play on words, kind of cute. But it says here, there are no limits to your creative brilliance. There's that magician. Yes. With a simple brushstroke of your imagination, envision your life the way you dreamed it would be and your loved ones as their most resplendent selves. Delight as your up-leveled internal reality manifests sumptuously in your outer world. Yes, you are up-leveling those limiting beliefs, those lack mentalities, you're up-leveling them, and then that reality is going to start really manifesting in your outer life. I mean, look at this. I love when it all comes together. Then we've got here beautiful Billie Holiday. If you were going to play with your whole soul. And I'm really honing in on the word holiday here. So some of you may be taking a trip, a vacation, a staycation, just a relaxation time where you can just let your soul have some fun. And basically with this quote here, if you're going to play with your whole soul, this is like going all in on something, not holding back. And that Knight of Wands there, that underlying energy you're coming in with, that Knight of Wands is not holding back, kind of like that Knight of Pentacles where he's just kind of slow and steady, plodding forward, kind of ho-hum energy. This is passionate and going all in on something really amazing. And it says here also, you have no understudy. And I think this is such a powerful statement because it's saying, show up as your true authentic self in every moment because, my goodness, there is no alternative to who you are on that authentic soul level. Yes, we can play small and, kind of play as the understudy of our own dang selves by trying to be an understudy of someone else or a copy of someone else. This is just reminding you to be your true authentic self. You have no understudy. Sometimes losing beats winning, and pairing it back to this Five of Wands where maybe you're having to kind of concede your way of being to really help someone else be able to share their truth, but it's actually lining up for your highest good. So anything that seems like a loss to you coming up is actually a blessing in disguise this month, is really what we're saying here with Billie Holiday. And then we have here the Drifter card, experiencing life as it comes with the number 14. So that adds up to a 5, which is all about change. 5 of Wands. Experiencing life as it comes. Again, this might be someone wanting to talk to you unexpectedly, or a team meeting at work because everybody's been in a little bit of a tiff with each other. And just taking whatever's coming up for you and knowing that whatever you're experiencing in any moment this month, but always, but especially this month, just know that is exactly where you're meant to be. You're exactly in the right place, learning exactly the right lessons. Even if it feels uncomfortable and you don't want to have to deal with it, you're dealing with it so you can heal it and move forward in a better direction. No longer just drifting, but actually taking life by the reins and letting life happen for you rather than to you, because this is a life letting life happen to you energy, and you're done with that. You're taking those reins, you're stepping into this kind of royal version of yourself, this magician, and taking life by the reins. That's what you're doing. And you're going to be able to steer the ship any which way you want to go. Then here we have the Hilarion card. Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And again, going back to your wish coming true this month, the healing that you're doing, the work you're doing on your internal self, on your outer self, on your life in general, not only is that going to heal yourself, it's going to support others in their healing journey when they support or when they heal themselves. And this gem here is like a beautiful emerald, or maybe even some sort of green quartz or jade. I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to represent, but it is in that higher heart chakra area, not the heart chakra, which, normally is that green depiction. So this is letting me know that you guys may have some weird kind of heart flutters, heart palpitations, maybe tightness in your chest, or just not feeling like you can take a full breath. Okay, if you feel you need to go to a doctor to get all that checked out, do it. But they're showing me this is an energetic shift. This is an activation or an up-leveling of your higher heart chakra. So even, especially those of you who do go to a doctor because you're having some weird symptoms with that area, and they're like, yeah, everything looks good. Just know this is an energetic shift. Everything does look good because everything is more than good. Everything is going just fine. We also have the attraction card here with the number 34, which adds up to a 7 with the pansies, beautiful pansies here on this card. Wow, and we've got the sign of Libra, so there may be a prominent Libra in your life. You may be a Libra yourself, sun, moon, rising, prominent placements within Libra, or whatever is transiting or going on in your Libra house, or wherever Libra is in your chart is kind of an important aspect where you are attracting good your way. This is a very beautiful, like, law of attraction kind of energy where you're attracting something good karma coming from the past deeds. This is maybe even some of you using a pendulum to figure out what is meant for you, stepping more into divination for yourself, reading tarot cards, or again, going back to the pendulum. You are getting answers to those deep-seated questions that you may have had. But you are healing, you are stepping into this more emotionally fulfilling part of your life by the end of this month, and it's going to be as a result of you finally coming to terms with kind of facing some shadows in your life. And I think this is just a collective energy with that eclipse we've got going on. Between May 26th, we've got that lunar eclipse, and then I think it's June 11th is the solar eclipse. So between these 2 weeks and then the 6 months that follow till the next eclipse cycle, you guys are going through this transformation, examining these limiting beliefs, working with others in your life to create something more emotionally fulfilling. So I hope this resonated for you, beautiful group number 2. You will have to let me know below any stories you want to share, or just anything you want to let us know. I try to read as many comments as I can and comment back to as many as I can, but if I don't get a comment back, I at least give you a little heart letting you know I'm grateful for what you've said and your energy exchange. And I just wanted to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, and also over on my new live stream channel, the Done Creative Live, where I go live for you doing free readings over there 3 days a week. The link for that channel is in the description box below. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the month of June 2021. And we're going to go ahead and start with our tarot cards and get additional guidance from our oracle cards. All right, so we're going to start right here in the middle with the underlying energy of the month of June 2021. And for you guys, you have the 4 of Swords. So there may be some anxiety going on just surrounding choices you have to make, surrounding just feeling overwhelmed. We got a lot of that going on in group 2, kind of as a past energy coming in. But you guys really, it's like you are being very mindful of your self-care, your self-love, knowing when saying yes should actually be a no, or when saying no should actually be a yes, using your intuition, listening to the signals of your body to let you know when enough is enough, or when you need a rest, or when you can keep going. Really listening to that intuition. But I do feel a lot of this month is going to be you learning a lot about yourself, and the best way to do that would be when you are alone or out in nature or just relaxing. So the past energy you have coming in is the 3 of Cups, and this is the past energy from May, April, maybe even as far back as March. And this was something to celebrate. This was coming together, collaborating with like-minded people, celebrating, being really excited about something. So you may have had some sort of graduation, passed some sort of test, got married, or engaged, or had a baby, or people who have done these things and you were in on the celebration, anything that's very celebratory. Maybe even just, Rona days, living in 2021, and just being able to have more freedom. This all feels really good, and this is energy you're bringing into this month of June as well. Because with your present conditions, you have here the Queen of Wands. So there is this sense of inspiration, and we have a blue flame coming out of her hand here. And blue is usually represented by that kind of throat chakra, kind of going up even into the third eye. And hands, to me, when anything's going on with hands, lighting up, flames, whatever, this is healing energy. So what I'm really seeing with this Queen of Wands is you guys are speaking your truth and healing yourselves as a result, or realizing the truth about something, about yourself, about others, about the world, about your soul, whatever it is, you're realizing this truth, and as a result of your realization, you are healing something in your life. You are not only inspiring others this month, but you are feeling inspired yourself. But many people are going to look up to you for guidance, for wisdom, for advice on social media, in real life. You may have strangers coming up to you this month and just saying, hey, I love your shirt or whatever, and then next thing you know, you're like counseling them, or hearing their whole life story and just being present and holding space for them in some way. But again, making sure you are balancing and not allowing too many people to kind of siphon your energy. And not that people are trying to do this. People are not out there consciously trying to siphon anyone's energy. For the most part, most people don't do that. But you're gonna have to be the one to say, oh yeah, I'm so sorry about whatever happened for you. And then if it's too much, to put up those barriers, or let the person know, hey, I gotta go, whatever the case may be. So the end of June, kind of going into July, maybe even as far out as August, we've got the Four of Pentacles here. And for me, this is really speaking to you more budgeting your money, or if you've really been doing well with that budgeting of money, this is saying not to hold so tight to the money that you have accumulated or acquired, that if there is something you should buy or need to buy for your home or for your family or for yourself that would make your life easier, this is saying don't hold back with that, because many of you have done very well with your finances, and maybe that's something you're celebrating was a big promotion or a new job or something in the recent months here. But again, kind of just when you're doing this self-introspection and examination and all of that, you're realizing that you have the ability to create more abundance in your life. And sometimes you letting go of some of your finances, some of your resources, lets the universe know that you're ready for more to come in. Because when we kind of hoard and don't let anything go, Spirit's like, okay, they've got all they need. So basically these actions of spending, again, not real willy-nilly, and if you are someone who spends, this is kind of saying the opposite. Just budget and keep a real close hand on those purse strings so as to not overspend. But I think for most of you, I'm seeing like 80% of you fall more into the category of you've done really well financially, or have truly tried to accumulate some stuff, and it's okay once in a while, especially if this is something you really need or would really make your life easier. Allow yourself to spend if that's the case. But this is kind of the end of the month that you're going to start kind of feeling this maybe push-pull energy. Should I buy it? Should I not? And again, really focusing in or honing in on your own intuition to see if this is the best move for you to purchase this thing, especially if it's a big purchase. For some of you, this could be a really big purchase, and you're really struggling to come to a conclusion of, should I do this? Should I not? So for your best path to follow this month, we've got the Six of Cups. And this is a card all about nostalgia and reconnecting even with our inner child. And that's really how I'm seeing this for you guys. And especially a sibling or someone who you were really close to growing up. Maybe you're using this month to really reconnect with them. I'm just seeing like sisterhood energy, brotherhood energy, someone who meant a lot to you as a younger person. But to me, it feels like there are gifts being exchanged, and this looks like I think it's actually like a little stocking hat, but I'm almost interpreting this as a party hat. Such a cute little depiction here, but it's like she's got a goat here, which, that can represent sacrifice. So maybe a sacrifice that you made to me, this represents more of a younger sibling, this is more of an older sibling, or just the more mature person involved in this past dynamic. The sacrifices that you made for this younger person, be it your time, your love, something you gave them and then you went without, whatever it looks like for you, it's like they want to come back around full circle and offer you something now. And maybe for some of you, toward the end of the month, this person is wanting to offer you help or finances of some sort, or, they're wanting to offer you something back that you gave them before. Again, this doesn't even have to be childhood, but someone's wanting to pay you back in some way. And you being so open and loving and giving, you may try to block that blessing they're trying to give you, but that would maybe even actually hurt their feelings because they want to give back to you what you've given to them. So be open to receiving. Don't be closed off so much that you're holding everything in. Be open to giving and receiving is what I'm hearing. So for your wish coming true, we've got the Two of Swords. So this is all about that decision. So any decisions, especially those big financial decisions you're trying to come to grips with, the wish coming true is that not only will you make that decision, but you will make the best decision for yourself. Even if later you're like, oh no, I should have made the other choice, or I should have done something differently, just know you made the right decision for your soul's highest evolution, for your soul's growth. So whatever decisions you're making, don't second guess yourself. Be very confident in the one that stands out most intuitively when you feel in which one feels best for you in that moment, because that's going to carry you through and actually be your best bet. So your wish coming true is you're making the right choice, the right decision, and it's going to serve you even financially, I think, in the future. So with your outcome this month, we've got the Page of Swords here. So this is someone in your life, could even be you, that's very quick thinking, very witty, very funny. I'm seeing someone who makes someone laugh. You could be this person making others laugh, just having a really good time communicating. This is someone wanting to offer communication. This could be you hearing again from that person from your past that you maybe haven't heard from them, or you're reaching out to them and they feel really good that you've reached out and they're excited to see where your friendship or relationship goes. And it just feels good and almost like a breath of fresh air, just being able to hang out with this person or communicate with this person. Or even you just speaking your truth finally to somebody. I'm seeing one person here specifically is confessing their feelings to a crush, and those feelings are very well reciprocated. Especially if you've known this person a while and they've done a lot for you or you've done a lot for them, and there's energy that needs to be reciprocated here. But again, that might just be for one person, but many of you are just in this like communication zone, pairing up the Queen of Wands with this Page of Swords. You are communicating and actually inspiring a lot of people. Maybe you're sharing a lot of inspirational quotes or thoughts that you've had. I'm seeing someone with a blog that shares a lot of their life and are very vulnerable, and that really inspires people. And maybe there are a lot of people in your life reaching out to you to say, wow, you really inspired me. But wow, this is such beautiful energy for all three piles. There's a lot of transformation, a lot of growth. And I don't know that I had even mentioned the eclipses. I can't remember. I've been at this for a hot minute here, so I can't remember which groups I said that in and which ones I didn't. But if I didn't mention it for you guys, there is an eclipse, solar eclipse coming up somewhere around June 11th. It may not be that exact date, but solar eclipse, and you can do some research and dig into where this is occurring or transiting in your own birth chart. If you have any prominent planets or placements within the house or near where this eclipse is taking place, this is going to show you where this communication, this transformation, this deeper connection, where this inspiration, where all of this is taking place for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more guidance from the Oracle cards. Okay, so we're going to start right here in the middle with this Four Agreements card. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. And I love this because, yes, you are transforming your life from the inside out. I love this so much. So on the back it says, when you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. So this might be a test coming up for you this month, that maybe someone coming toward you with some of this communication is maybe not the best communication. And I think for the most part, there's going to be a lot of good communication, but there may be just someone coming at you, especially like on social media, maybe making an offhand comment that really is really pointing out how much pain they are in rather than anything that has anything to do with you. So don't take it personally. Then here we have Big Red Bow. Imagine everything you look at is a gift wrapped in a gigantic red bow. Your car, your cat, your washing machine, your bills, even your family members. Gaze upon the tangible and intangible aspects of your life and behold how blessed and lucky you are. And I love that this is coming out right over this Four of Pentacles, where, maybe not blocking those blessings, but looking at everything and everyone in your life as a gift and letting that exchange of energy flow. If you need to spend money, you can. If you need to accept help or a reward, you can. And you're not blocking anything financially. So then we have the Diana Ross card. It says here, make sure they never see the last of you. So keep showing up as your authentic self. Keep shining, especially to those that are trying to knock you down. Maybe that thing someone is saying or doing that you're told not to take personally is for you to keep shining that light regardless. But it says here also, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing in a ball gown. So, I mean, again, living your true authentic self, and being unapologetic about it. You don't have to have an excuse to dress up in that ball gown. You can just show up in that ball gown as your like highest Queen of Wands energy, and let the haters hate. Let people go, oh my gosh, she's so overdressed for this, or he's so overdressed for this. Who cares? Don't take their snarkiness personally, because they're just jealous. I mean, that's really what I'm seeing. Or they're just wishing that they had the balls, basically, to do what you're doing. So don't take that personally. But also, you can be a better you than anyone else. And we kind of got a similar theme in group 2. You're not a second-rate version of anyone. You're a first-rate version of yourself. You can be your true authentic self better than anyone else on this planet. All 7 point whatever billion people on this planet are perfect, amazing representations of who they are, and you are that perfect representation of who you are. And no one can be a better you than you. So be you, be your authentic self, and let some of this old, stagnant stuff fall away so that you can really embody that beauty, that just grace and more soul aspect of yourself that you are, that it will really shine in this world. And then here we have Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray with the number 18, which adds up to a 9, which is like closing a cycle. Closing a cycle of being in drama is really what I'm seeing here. You're rising above any drama with this 3 of Cups here, with this kind of sisterhood, brotherhood energy, and what we were getting here. You're only down to hang out and get down with people who are looking to raise each other up. You're not looking to find some gossip circle where you can find out the latest gossip about your neighborhood people, or people you went to school with. That's just not on your radar right now. You're rising above that because you are shifting your vibration higher. And when you can love and take care of people, even just in your own thoughts, you're not gossiping about people in your own thoughts. You're not gossiping about yourself or talking ish about yourself in your own thoughts. That is you rising above any problems and seeing solutions for days. When you can step out of the problem and realize you are not the problem, you are not your thoughts, you are not the victim, you maybe are the observer of the thoughts, observer of the victim, that lets you know you have the power to transform any negative thinking, any limiting beliefs, any just even other people coming in and trying to knock you down a peg or two. Don't take that personally, just rise above it. Then we have here the Lady Portia card, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And for some of you, that choice you're needing to make is you tapping into your soul and realizing this is meant for me or this is not meant for me. And you need to do what you feel is right because you are learning a very important soul lesson from this. And again, you are going to make the right choice. So don't second guess yourself. Don't try to back out of something that you already made. If you made that decision from a place of love and intuition, then you're on the right track and you made the right choice. Then here we have yet another 9. So the number 99 might be very prevalent for you this month. But we've got the protection card here with the onion, and this is just reminding you that your guides, your angels, your crossover loved ones, your own higher self are protecting you. Anything that is meant for you will be in your life. Anything that is not meant for you will be starting to fall away. So if you start seeing certain friends kind of go by the wayside, or certain things that you were really excited about and those opportunities have fallen through, just know this is you being protected. Divinely protected, and you do what you feel is right because an important lesson is unfolding. There is divine order, there is divine protection and light surrounding you right now and always, but especially right now. There's something with this solar eclipse going on for you guys, and maybe even the sign of Aries. If you are an Aries sun, moon, rising, prominent placements within the house of Aries or in the first house if you want to, the house of Aries is the natural first house. So whatever's going on in your ascendant, your first house, in the sign of Aries in your chart, find where that is. That could be really important. Maybe this solar eclipse is happening in your first house, or in a house of maybe a relationship that you are having, maybe with a younger sibling. This could be happening in your third house if it's a younger sibling, or 11th house if it's an older sibling. Take that as it resonates. But I even see nature protecting you. So getting out in nature, enjoying everything nature has to offer, maybe going on a camping trip or some sort of vacation where you can really connect to nature, that will really help fuel you with that Four of Swords, that underlying energy of, taking it easy, not getting too anxious about things. Getting out in nature will help ground that beautiful energy and help you stay out of that anxiety or, that kind of ego mind. So I hope that resonated for you, beautiful group 3. You will have to let me know below what you thought, any comments you want to share or about your stories, anything you want to let us know. I try to read as many comments as I can and at least give you sometimes a comment back, or at the very least a little heart to let you know I appreciate you taking the time to come hang out with us. But as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, the Done Creative Live, where I go live 3 days a week doing readings for you over there. So check that channel out, link in the description for that. All right, bye.